guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you what I actually ended up using from my hospital bag. So I made a what's in my hospital bag video and they are really popular on YouTube, and for good reason. It's nice, especially as a new mom, to kind of watch what other people are putting in their hospital bag just so you have a better idea of what to pack. However, it is then not really discussed how many of those products you actually end up using and whether or not any of them are necessary. So I thought I would sit down and just kind of share with you guys what I ended up using, what was super unnecessary, what I didn't touch, because there were definitely some products that were so necessary that I'm so grateful that I packed. There were some products that I didn't use at all and were like such a waste. And then there were some products too that I wish I would have packed, and I will share that with you today. Okay, so what I actually used from my hospital bag. So I have a bunch of products here that are my postpartum essentials that I definitely needed in terms of recovery. Most of the stuff I actually got from the hospital. And so I feel like a lot of this stuff sort of goes hand in hand with some of the things that I packed, because I didn't have to touch some of the things I packed because the hospital gave me some of these products. So I'm going to go down the list that I made just to like make life a little bit easier. So what I actually used from my hospital bag, I actually used some of the toiletries I packed. So I used the Dr. Bronner's unscented baby soap, the little baby soap that I packed, and I've used that since I've been home as well. So I used that in the hospital in terms of just like cleaning myself when I took a shower, and then I also used it when I was in the hospital to clean the breast pump accessories, which is a really good thing to note. So if you are in the hospital and you want to breastfeed, but you need a little bit of assistance, most hospitals have a breast pump that they can bring into your room, and a lot of hospitals will also have the breast pump accessories that then they'll give you. But you want to clean the breast pump accessories after you use them, and so I use that soap to clean them. Then I used my contacts. I used my contact solution, my contact case, my glasses. I ended up using my makeup, and I didn't mention in my hospital bag video that I was packing my makeup, but I did. I ended up packing my makeup, and if you watched my labor and delivery vlog, you'll have seen that at one point during labor, I felt good enough to put on makeup, and I thought for sure that like the makeup would be on and I would look super glamorous from the actual delivery, which was not the case at all. But I did end up using my makeup, so there's that. And then I did end up using one of the nursing bras. So when it was time to leave the hospital, I wore one of the nursing bras that I packed, and then like a shirt and a pair of pants that I packed. I believe, I'm looking at my list, I believe that was everything that I used for my hospital bag. Can you believe it? Like 4 things. That was literally, and like my toothbrush and toothpaste, obviously I used, but that was pretty well it. Like I didn't use anything else. So let's go down the list of like the things that I didn't use and why I didn't use them. So I didn't use any of my underwear that I packed, and that is because the hospital gave me these mesh underwear. So these are the mesh, really comfortable underwear that they'll give you in the hospital. I recommend trying to get yourself and grab as many pairs of these as you possibly can, because they are so comfortable and just make recovering so much easier. So yeah, I didn't end up wearing any of the underwear that I packed. I packed a lot of different options of clothing, but I ended up wearing one pair of pants and one shirt, right? Like when I left the hospital. So those pink slippers that that you would have seen in my hospital bag video, I wore those. I wore those actually the first night I was in the hospital. But that first night I was in the hospital, my water broke, and there were a few times where I got up to go to the bathroom and all this amniotic fluid spilled out and spilled onto the slippers, and the slippers were like sopping wet. So the next morning that I woke up, before I like gave birth to my son, I like put my feet in the slippers and I was like, these are disgusting. They are so wet. I can't wear these. So I used those slippers, but I only used them for a day, which was a little bit sad. And then I didn't use those flip-flops that I packed. Those like glittery white flip-flops. I totally forgot about them. So I took a shower when I was in the hospital, which felt really nice. I completely forgot about the flip-flops. I think I was just like, obviously like you're sleep deprived and like you just went through this like crazy experience. I was just so happy to like get in the shower and take a shower that I think the flip-flops were the last thing on my mind. So yeah, I totally forgot about them and I didn't use them. And then I didn't use anything for my hair. So I packed shampoo and conditioner, and I packed the dry shampoo. I didn't end up using any of them. Maybe I brushed my hair with that little wet brush, maybe. I don't remember, but I didn't wash my hair. I didn't use the dry shampoo. I just like had my hair up in a bun and called it a day. This is a really sad one because this was, and I even said in my hospital bag video, this was so unnecessary. So at least I knew it was unnecessary. I did not use my Gownie, nor did I use the pillowcase. So I bought this like gorgeous, stunning Gownie for like 40 bucks. I got like the little set. And I mean, some women are able to wear them during their labor and delivery. And some women are able to like wear them afterwards and look cute. I couldn't do neither. I could not wear it during labor because it was horrible. And I wasn't wearing anything. And then I couldn't wear it after because I was like gross. I was sweaty and like still bleeding and so swollen. So yeah, I didn't end up using that, which is so sad because it's such, I don't know. I feel like now at this point I'm like, oh, that's such an unnecessary thing to buy because it's not like you can wear it out. Like it's legit a hospital gown. So I'm thinking that if I have another baby, which is like a huge if I have another baby, then maybe I can give it another go. I could use the pillowcase, I guess. Anyway, I packed them up there in my closet. They were so unnecessary. I didn't use any of the pads that I packed in my hospital bag because they gave me a lot of pads at the hospital. That also leads me, I didn't use any of the Depends diapers, adult diapers that I bought. Again, because they gave me the big pads, and I used the pads when I got home too, so I just never found a use for the Depends, which is kind of sad because now I have this like huge box of Depends adult diapers. So yeah, I don't know what to do with those, but didn't use them. I didn't end up using any of the breast pads, obviously. I didn't use the nipple butter either because they gave me nipple cream at the hospital that I used. But actually in the hospital, I maybe used the nipple cream a little bit, but I mostly just like let my boobs air out. Had no, I mean, even now, like just like no modesty at all after having a baby. So yeah, I just like let my boobs air out because I was also just nervous about getting any sort of like infection or what's it called? Mastitis? That like infection. So I just was letting them air out. So I didn't use any of those. I didn't, in the hospital, I didn't end up using the Earth Mama Perineal spray that I packed because they gave me the Dermoplast, which I have right next to me actually. They gave me this product in the hospital, so I didn't need to use this. They're both meant to do the same thing in terms of like soothing down there, but I do like this more. This actually soothes and helps with burning and itching, and I found almost like not numbed the area but definitely made it feel better, whereas this was just sort of soothing. So yeah, I would highly recommend the Dermoplast. In the hospital I didn't use this. When I got home I did use it a little bit, but would recommend getting your hands on Dermoplast if you can. They gave me the Peri bottle, again, that I have next to me. They gave me this Peri bottle. This you're supposed to use when you're going to the bathroom to help dilute your pee so that you don't sting your stitches or like sting that whole area. So I didn't end up using the bidet that I bought, the EZSpray bidet. That I should probably return to Amazon. I still haven't. But yeah, that was another thing that I didn't touch out of my hospital bag because they gave me something that I just used fine in the hospital. I know I packed the Vagicool. I didn't end up using that. I did use it a little bit when I got home, but I did find it like super unnecessary in the hospital, again because they took such good care of me and I didn't need it. And then those are all the things that I didn't use out of my hospital bag. Again, like pretty well 90% of the things that I packed. And then in terms of things that I didn't pack but I wish that I had packed, the first thing is pretty obvious: deodorant. So if you watched my labor and delivery vlog, you'll know that I didn't even know my water broke, and it was just sort of like a whirlwind of like, oh my god, now I have to go to the hospital. And a lot of my toiletries weren't packed, and I didn't physically take my hospital bag to the hospital. I drove myself to the hospital, and so Jeff had to bring my hospital bag, so I was just like texting him, and my phone was dying at the same time. It was just a crazy experience. Anyway, I forgot to tell him to bring my deodorant, so I wish I would have brought deodorant because that would have been really, really helpful. I also wish I would have brought a shower cap. Like I mentioned, I didn't shampoo and condition my hair, and I didn't use any sort of like hair products. And I wish that like when I went to take a shower, I just had a shower cap to like keep my hair kind of dry. It didn't really matter, but I do remember thinking in the hospital like, oh, I wish I would have brought a shower cap. It's such an easy thing to get and such an easy thing to pack. So I would say like if you can pack a shower cap, I would do it. Even if you think you're gonna wash your hair, it's just nice to sort of have one. And then the last thing I wish I would have packed is a donut. Not the type you eat, but the type that you sit on. I think that that would have been so smart. I think regardless, like even if you don't have a 4th degree tear and don't have stitches like front to back, even if you give birth vaginally, you're gonna be really sore and it's gonna be really hard to sit. And it just would have been so nice to have that like donut cushion to sit on, because I wouldn't then have been putting so much pressure like in that area that hurt. So yeah, I wish I would have packed a donut, and then it would have just been like a helpful thing to have at home. And we thought of that a few times, but then we just forget about it. So that's why I never really got one. I think would have been a really smart thing to pack. And guys, that's everything that I ended up using for my hospital bag, the things that I didn't end up using, and the things that I wish I would have packed. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you all really soon. Bye guys!